Hello, everybody. Welcome to the N Word. This is episode 3, and today we have a very special guest, Justin Belmont of Belmont Press, and we're going to be talking about Smokes the Fox. Wow, Smokes the Fox. Get your weed ready, get your pipes packed. Let's talk about a smoking fox.
What's
Justin,
going on?
welcome to the show, man. Happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me, man.
You got it. Happy to have you. Let's just get right into Smokes the Fox, man. Tell me about him. Where did he come from? Like, how did you come about him?
Basically came out of my mind when I was about 15 or 16. It was not too long after I smoked my first joint and started collecting comics.
Nice.
So I had a friend who was a really good artist, and he was actually good at like graffiti and stuff like that. But he also could have been a comic book artist. He was my best friend. He even had a appointment at Marvel Comics at one point to get a job there, but he never went. He didn't have the confidence to think that he was able to do it, so he never even bothered even going.
Oh man!
And I thought that was kind of a waste of his talent, but
that's half the battle as a creative person. You got to be able to put your balls out there, and whether they get kicked in or whether they get appreciated, that's a struggle for a lot of people, which is kind of unfortunate because that's like talent that's being hidden from the rest of the world.
He could be a professional artist. He just doesn't have the self-esteem.
Yeah.
So we were best friends, and we used to draw and just doodle and stuff and draw comics and just fuck around and smoke weed, hang out. And one day, I had this notebook and I was just doodling in it, and I just came up with Smokes, and a fox with a pipe smoking pot, bloodshot eyes, and his name wasn't Smokes yet, but later on I gave him a name.
Nice.
And that's pretty much how he began. But later on, I forgot about him over the years, but he was always in the back of my mind. Like, one day I got to do something with that character. So that day came in 2018 in November. I just said, fuck it, I'm going to pull the trigger. And I went up to Mike Barron at Rocky Mountain Con. It's a small convention here in Denver. And I just walked up to him and said, hey, I got this idea about a pot-smoking fox and the government and all this stuff, aliens. And he's like, I thought he was going to, get the fuck out of here, kid. You know what I mean? Eisner Award-winning writer. What the fuck, a pot-smoking fox? But it turns out that he is also a smoker. And that he basically said that his first job out of college, whatever, was working for the government, doing like a marijuana study, where you just sit there and just live there and just smoke marijuana around the clock, pretty much.
That's amazing.
That's like some people's dream job, I guess.
Yeah.
And so, he agreed to do the script, and he's not, I don't think he's too knowledgeable about aliens and stuff like that. I don't know if he even believes in them, but I'm a big into that kind of stuff, the paranormal and that stuff. So I set up some videos and some background of like what I was going for, and he came back with this amazing script. And I had some input on the changes. I didn't like every single thing he did, so we just did small changes, and I added suggestions. So we did basically a collaboration, and I think it came out really great. It's not going to be like some Beavis and Butthead type book where it's like stupid jokes or whatever. It's a very deep, what's the word? It's just a big story, very involved. And
it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, people are going to want more. Once you read it, you're going to want more. So you want to dive into Weaponized Werewolf after you finish up Smokes. But then
Yeah.
after that, you're going to be like, oh shit, I want another issue. So that's what I want to do. I want to make a second issue
Yeah.
and get it going, but it hasn't been started yet. But I have ideas, brewing upstairs how it's going to
Nice.
go. Maybe even a guest appearance, somebody you might know.
Oh,
We'll see. It might even be a bigger book than the first one. We'll see.
that would be
I
amazing.
always want to, improve my art and try to reach higher, a higher plane or whatever. Get more
Absolutely.
backers, more viewers or whatever. Just
We all
reach
want
for
to
the
be
stars.
elevated.
You
Yeah.
know.
We all want to get elevated.
Oh, what's up, Miss Good Stuff?
Yeah, I was just gonna say we should acknowledge the chat. Hey there, Miss Good Stuff. She's packed up and ready to go.
Yeah, she just did a trailer for me.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, my campaign page. There's a second video after my main trailer. She did like
Oh,
this teaser for an episode. I was on the show like last Sunday. So we had like a 420 meme show,
oh,
and
right. Yeah.
she does really good video work, and I was like, holy shit! I mean, I would have paid somebody like $200 for that kind of video. You know what I mean? She does a
Dude,
really great job.
the
She
good
said that's
stuff.
just what she does for the guests. So, oh,
The good stuffs are the best stuffs. I've said that time and time again, but it's the
yeah, the
truth.
great people. I had a great
Yeah.
time. I even asked Mr. Good Stuff, said, hey, I got to get back on there. We got to do a part 2. I'm already ready to get back on there. We had a really
That's
good time.
that's
It was one
awesome.
of my favorite appearances, actually.
Is that video, is that on your channel by chance, or is it on theirs?
No, it's on the Good Stuffs. If you want to watch that episode. But
Oh, it's in the episode.
the
That's
video
right.
though, the one she made, the promo video is on my campaign
Oh,
page.
on your campaign page. Sure.
Yeah,
All right. Let's see.
it's the second video in the slideshow where you got those slides from.
Mhm.
It's actually the same background as mine. That's the
Oh,
the
yeah.
thumbnail.
Let me share this screen. Oh, Indiegogo takes. Okay, there we go. Slow loading. Share screen. You are so welcome. This is good stuff.
I should have wore green. I forgot today was St. Patrick's Day.
That's awesome. Oh, did we?
I got it. My thing was muted.
Oh, my bad.
You got Stoned Ape Comics, right?
Yeah, that's my brand. That's my plan. Hey, 24. Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Sub 24. But the thing was echoing for some reason, so I put myself on mute. I don't know why.
Oh,
That
you know
video
what?
was echoing.
See, episode 3, it's still a learning curve. I need to do more of these so I make sure that I don't screw stuff up like that. But I should have muted myself as well. That's probably where the echo is coming from.
I thought it was coming from me, so I was like, "Oh shit, I better."
Good call.
Sometimes I have YouTube open up and then StreamYard open up, and then
Right.
echo.
Yeah. So like the sketches that were in that video of Smokes, like he looks like such a fun character to draw. That's like the thing that jumps out at me the
He's
most.
a
Like,
hard character to draw, believe it or not.
is
There's
he?
a lot of artists that I don't like the way they draw them. It's sometimes the easy characters that look like they're easy are the hardest
Hmm.
ones to draw. You know what
For
I mean?
sure. What are your, so like, with that in mind, like what are your rules for drawing them? What are things that people get wrong that
It just
you?
doesn't look the same. I like the way my artist Lee Oaks draws them now, and he kind of has the look that I want. And I also like the way Gerhard draws them. Other than that, I haven't seen anybody like draw them the way I like.
Hmm,
Even my friend, when I grew up, what I was talking about earlier, he used to draw them, and I didn't really like the way he drew them either. He can draw really good, but some people just can't draw, like mutant animals or whatever correctly
right.
or as good. You know what I mean? Or
Hmm.
not how you want, not in the style you like. He did too cartoonish. I'm looking for like a Cerebus where it's a fine line between cartoonish and realistic.
Yeah,
That's what
something
I was,
that kind
that's what
of
I was
like
going
teeters.
for.
Yeah, right on.
That's the kind of thing I was trying to go for a Cerebus look, but with
Hmm.
color inside, more
Nice.
like a. I'm trying to do like a Valiant comic from the '90s, good art and a good story.
Right on.
Image only had good art and all these splash pages and stuff. You're not going to really see a lot of splash pages or anything like that in my comics.
Hmm.
It's all story, good
Very
time.
good.
If you're a pothead, you're gonna like the story. If you like classic '90s Valiant, you're gonna like the stuff. If you like werewolves, horror books, you're gonna want to back. But we're really close to funding this project. We're about $750 away.
Oh man,
So I need what, like 20 backers or something like that, and I can get the job done.
how many are you in your final 30?
No, yeah, I'm in my final 30, but I can go into in demand, but I have to
Man,
fund first.
right. How many days do you have left in your final 30?
I think it's 20 something, 24 or 23 days. Let me look.
Okay.
It's something like that. 24 days. So
You have.
I got a lot of time. It just seems that the backers come and go. You get like a bunch coming at once, and then you kind of like hit a brick wall,
Mhm.
and there's nothing, and then you get down on yourself like, oh, everybody else is getting backers, but then next day you just get another backer and it keeps you
Yeah.
going. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
this is my first time, so I don't expect everybody and their mother to jump on it. But the project is done except for the credits page.
Yeah.
I will work on that as soon as I get funded. Other than that, if I'm going to add any extras or something like that, those aren't done. But we have a pin up that we're going to put in there that Peter Palmiotti and my artist Lee Oaks did. It's
Sweet.
do you remember Demon in a Bottle?
Hmm.
That cover, the classic
Yeah.
cover. I call it Demon in a Bong, and it's Smokes looking in the mirror.
Uh-huh.
And instead of the bottle of whiskey or whatever, it's a bong. And then the plant on the side is not just like a regular house plant or whatever it is on the cover. This one's got a pot plant, and then
That's
he's looking in
rad.
the mirror with bloodshot eyes. And I've showed it on my timeline. I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't think I have. I'm gonna have to go back and look for it.
I can
Unless you
send it.
have
I
it,
can
if you
send it to you. I have the black and white version right now because it's not colored yet.
do you want to just screen share it or?
I've tried doing that before, and I wasn't able to do it for some reason.
Oh,
I
okay.
can show my screen and my tabs, but some reason I can never share a picture unless it's on a website or something.
Oh yeah, it's through StreamYards, but
Yeah,
if you want to just DM it to me, I can download it
yeah.
really
I'm gonna
quick.
send it to you on Twitter.
Okay, perfect.
I think that'd be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah. Um, so like that demon in the bong photo, just like, you know, I look down at my feet and here's my Wong
What?
with the bong.
Oh, you got a bomb.
Yeah, I have a bunch of action figure scaled bongs that are, some of them are actually glass. This one is plastic. Um, but with that being shown and spoken of, has the thought of like I feel like Smokes is very much a toyetic thing, a character. And by toyetic, that means that it's like perfect for being an action figure, perfect for being a toy.
I always
Um,
wanted to make an action figure. I got a whole. I try to make like one of those stand up ones or whatever, or
uh,
what are those little ones? Those muscle guys. Remember those muscle
yeah,
men?
yeah.
Yeah, something
Muscle
like
Man.
that. I wanted to do like a little muscle man, or maybe even a Lego. There's like a what
Talk
is that?
if you want to do a Muscle Man, talk to Eric Hutfels. You'll see him around in the chats. I know he's a wrench in a bunch of people's chats, and he makes those. I know he's doing Art T Bear's Black and White for his campaign.
Uh-huh.
Um,
I,
and he
I, I
did.
reached out to, I think it was him or somebody else, and they had a long waiting list. They're like, all right, I'll put you on the list. And that was like a year and a half ago. So I don't
Oh
know.
wow,
So there's a lot of people there in line for that.
yeah.
Like the Tailless campaign, how they has the figure
Hmm.
or whatever. And I've seen them around. I really like those muscle men. I used to collect them when I was a kid.
Yeah, yeah. They were a lot of fun. Um, like that's actually something that like I had in mind too, for myself, my own stuff when I get there. And I don't mean to be talking about my stuff, but just the idea that I would love to be at that point.
Yep.
So when I see Smokes, that's immediately what I think of, like how much fun it would be to have a Smokes action figure. And for someone like myself who, as a hobby and for the fun of it, does like toy photography and that sort of thing, it'd be
Yeah,
amazing to
I
have a,
saw that stuff.
yeah, it'd be amazing to have a Smokes the Fox figure with a bong and a bag and,
Can you show me that
having,
bong again? Because I was on the other screen. I couldn't. I was
oh,
just in the
yeah,
screen when I was.
absolutely. Let's see. Sorry, my camera orients in the wrong way.
Do you print these yourself or anything, or
Uh,
print anything?
this one, I've actually never printed a bong. I probably should look into printing some, but then I have to get like some translucent resin. Uh, I actually got these on Etsy, um, and I want to say I got like a 4 pack for like something like $12. Um, and there's actually, where are I have some more around here somewhere in a baggie. I'm just not sure. No, not that one.
You do like special effects and stuff, like blow smoke and take pictures of the figures and stuff like that, or whatever.
Yeah,
Like special effects like that, like
it's
blow stills, like a firecracker or something next to it, and then take the picture or something like that.
yeah. I've done some of that in the past. I ruined some Power Ranger figures doing that, but I didn't really care because they were Power Ranger figures.
Stuff,
But
good stuff.
it's fun. It's like I personally went through I was in a car accident a few years ago
Oh,
and
really?
had a prior to the car accident had actually torn my rotator cuff in my right shoulder. So it was like double compounded shoulder injury, which like really kind of for the longest time prevented me from being able to sit for too long and actually draw. Um, so like doing the toy photography became kind of like my sketchbook type of deal, except it's you're taking pictures of stuff
And you're
instead of,
making prints too. You said.
yeah. I have prints of my work available, and I need to update that because it's just there's much,
Well, if you ever do action figures, I want you to take some pictures of them.
brother. I would be so pleased
Make
and
them smoke
happy
in
to
the
do
pipe or
that.
something. Make a cool one.
Absolutely. I've got an Alf. I could have Smokes and Alf chilling together on the bong.
And
Um, you know, it'd be that sort of shit that just like
yeah, I just didn't want to go too crazy on my first campaign. I didn't know if it was going to go wild and I was going to get thousands of dollars or I was going to get 5 people. I wasn't really sure how I was going to go. I didn't want to, go too crazy. I did go a little bit overboard, but I didn't want to go like.
I hear
But I
you.
would like to do. I would like to do. An action figure at some point. But right now,
Well,
I'm just worried about getting
getting
funded.
funded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me just say, I sincerely hope you do get all the funding and then some,
I should be
because
able to do it.
I hope so, man. Knock on wood, and like, I will. I'll back you on my next payday too, so you can count on me as another one
Oh, I
coming
appreciate
through.
it, man.
You got it. I want to see you succeed, and I want to see more of Smokes. So like, my hope for a Smokes figure would be that would be awesome. So let's get the book out. Let's make it happen. Let's get everybody out there backing it, and onward and upward to that action figure, and then number 2 and 3 and 4, and I wish for
Yeah, I have a mini series in mind. That's what I wanted to do, 3 or 4 issues.
awesome.
I think that's a perfect amount of issues.
Yeah,
Three
that's
or
a great
four,
amount of story.
and then maybe do another story arc or whatever. But
Yeah, so your first issue is entirely completed, right?
yeah, both books are done. Weaponized Werewolf is a companion book, and that one it takes place 15 years before Smokes, but you're going to see a lot of the same characters in that one. And both books were written by Mike Barron with my input, and basically I gave him the idea of how it was going to go.
Awesome.
But it came out great. He's ready to do another issue if everything goes well. He's a very busy man now. He's got to tell people no because he's got so many people knocking on his door now. Ever since he was on, Fox News and
Fox,
shit.
for sure.
And so
Oh
now,
man.
but I got
Well,
in before all that.
I hope if everything lines up great, hopefully Mike can make it on to Fox News again, and maybe print up like a Smokes the Fox T-shirt for him to
Well,
wear.
he was only on for about 30 seconds both times. The
Uh,
only basically all he did is ask him one question and then he responded. So he didn't get time to like do shout outs or anything. But
Gotcha.
Ethan Van Sciver wants him to say something like comicsgate.org or whatever when he's
Yeah,
on next time, or maybe
yeah,
share the link, or whatever it is. But
yeah.
we'll see. I don't
Comicsgate.com.
think he's ever going to say Smokes the Fox on Fox News. But hey, I
Well,
wish it would happen someday.
let's think positively. Let's hope for the best, and
Yeah.
hopefully they'll get him on there for a good 5-10 minutes, and
Yeah, good timing because it was about it was like Police Officer Appreciation Day or something, and
yeah,
something like that, and they had him on. But I guess he did such a good job that they invited them back on. So I
nice.
think there's anything other things happening in comics, Mike will probably get invited on again.
Yeah,
If they want to comment from him.
that'd be cool. Well, hopefully, DC will fuck up some more shit, so so they'll call Mike back, or Marvel. Hey, let them both fuck it all up. They're all fucking it up.
What's
So,
up, General Piggy?
hey, General Piggy. Hey, Mister Good Stuff. Great to see you here too, my
Yeah.
friend. This is good stuff. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Yeah, I hope everybody gets some corned beef hash, and by corned beef hash, I'm talking about the kind you smoke.
I've been using this lighter in it. I keep burning my fucking finger with it. It's like
Dude.
a blowtorch.
One of my
My other
buddies.
lighter ran out, and I usually don't use butane lighters,
Yeah.
Every time I keep forgetting to move my thumb, and I keep burning the edge of my thumb with this damn thing.
Sinatra, holy shit, dude! Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, one of my buddies actually gave me a glass bowl a couple of days ago that's shaped like a dolphin, and it's a really weird glass piece, and it was kind of given to him by a family member, and he was just like, I don't know what to do with this. Do you want it? And I'm like, sure. It's glass. I'll smoke out of it. Um, it's got like a really really shallow bowl, so like the first time I used it, I completely roasted my thumb fingernail, just
Oh,
all
I
off
know
a
what you're
normal
talking
Bic
about, the
lighter.
little ones. Yeah, I don't like those ones. They always burn your fingers. Those are
Yeah,
cheap ones, not made very well. Yeah, or not long enough. I don't know.
I am not a fan.
I usually buy a cheap one on eBay. You can get them for like less than $10 usually, or around there. And just
Yeah.
have them mail it to you. Fuck it.
Yeah.
No need to leave the house. Just order it. We're snowed in right now, and we're in Denver. A storm just came in. There's a bunch of
Oh
snow here.
no.
It's kind of weird out here. It was like 70 degrees the other day. Now there's like a snowstorm coming in. You don't know what the hell is going to happen around here.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine who's in he's around Littleton.
Oh
Um
yeah, that's about 45 minutes from me.
yeah, and he's him and his whole family, they're about getting ready to pick up and move out of state just because of how like rough things have been the last few years, especially with like people moving there and the housing market and
The
everything.
housing market, I mean,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
it's nuts.
If we didn't get in, when we did, we wouldn't be able to afford to live here. It's so expensive now.
Yeah,
So, but anybody who did get in early, their houses went up 2 or 3 times the original amount. That's a pretty good payday. So a lot of
yeah,
people are cashing out
yeah,
and selling their houses and moving out of state and living in Wyoming or something for like a third of the price.
yeah,
But
yeah. They're going to I think South Carolina.
South
So
Carolina,
yeah,
Outer
I'm just like,
Banks or whatever.
yeah, I think they're going to be pretty close to like the beaches and stuff. So I'm just like, that's awesome.
Yeah, we
That's
don't
all.
have any beaches out here in
Yeah.
Colorado. Not even really that many lakes and stuff. Just
Oh wow.
you know, small bodies of water, not many.
Yeah.
It's really
I'm in
dry out
Michigan.
here too. I mean, you got to constantly use like fucking lip balm or whatever and
Hmm.
drink something. When I
Well,
first
yeah,
moved out here, I had to sleep with a glass of water next to my bed to even make it through the night. I'm originally from upstate New York, but
yeah. Well,
I've
you
been
guys are
living
also
here.
in that elevated area too, so it's like you're further up in the atmosphere than I think like every other state. Like everybody
Yeah,
else is way.
that's why they call them Mile High.
Yeah. Well, that's not the only reason.
And then marijuana came, and then that passed. I didn't think that would ever happen.
Yeah.
So I was here to see it happen.
Hmm.
And I wish I'd gone in on that and bought my own shop or something when they were doing licenses for that and stuff. But you have to have a lot of money to do that, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I tried my best to get involved here in the dispensaries, but by the time it was something that I had the financing to be able to do, everything flipped, and then I no longer had the financing to make it happen because it suddenly became like $4 million liquid cash was necessary in order to do it. And I'm just like, you got to be fucking kidding me right now. Who has $4 million liquid cash?
not
So,
me.
not me either. I did not have that kind of money. The licensing for the other stuff, for growing, for all of that, not a problem. But when it came to actually opening a shop here, it's just stupid expensive, and it sucks because now it's all corporate. It's all state sponsored, state funded. Most of the flower in our dispensaries here in Michigan is just whack.
Oh, you're in
It's
Michigan?
yeah.
Yeah, I have family out there.
Oh, nice.
Are you familiar with St. Ignace, this little small town
I've
by
heard of it.
Mackinac Island?
Yeah, I've heard of it. That's like way up high.
Yeah, yeah, it's way out. It's in the middle of nowhere, but that's where my wife's family
Oh,
lives.
that's cool. So they're Upers or almost Upers.
Yeah, they live right there, and you could take the ferry to Mackinac Island.
That's dope.
That's where actually where I got married there in 2015,
Oh, dude,
right on the
that
island.
sounds really rad.
And my brother-in-law actually lives on that island year round. There's
Yeah.
only about 20 people that maybe live there year round.
Dang.
You could not enough money in the fucking world for me to live on that little island. I was, ready to go after like 2 days on the island. You know what I mean? Living there all day.
Yeah.
But it's a
It's
nice island. It's a beautiful place in the summer.
yeah. Oh, I bet. Humid as fuck though, I'm sure.
But I
Yeah.
like going up there. I might go out there this summer, visit
Nice.
family, and go to the island. Get
Dude.
some
Well,
fudge. That's all they got
hey.
there. Fudge and fucking beef jerky, fudge, and
Some
overpriced
cherries.
food.
Um yeah, shit man. If you do end up coming through, you know,
How
I'm
far away are you from there?
I'm very
Hours.
far away. I'm closer to Detroit than
Oh
than
yeah, we've driven to from Detroit to her town. It took us hour, like 5 hours. We took the
Yeah.
airport, Detroit airport in, and then
Mhm.
traveled by a rental car or whatever. It was I didn't like that.
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of scary doing all that kind of traveling up through the state like that. But it's
So I can't
beautiful.
afford a pot shop of my own. But I can maybe sell merchandise to the pot shops.
There you
That's
go.
a more
Accessories.
attainable goal, I think. So
Yeah.
that's my new goal. There's this guy that has a bunch of shops in Oregon that he has a spinner rack and he'll put your comic book in there, and I think that's a really cool
Ooh.
thing. I just need to get them printed up.
Yeah. That's a fantastic idea. Rolling papers, trays.
I don't know if Indiegogo will let you do that. There's some perks that they won't let you do. I wanted to do a
Oh.
rolling tray, but Phoenix Animation doesn't do them himself. It'd be through another company, and you have to buy like a lot of units. I don't think I can sell that many.
Uh,
But I did think about it. I thought about bagging smokes and having rolling papers inside, like you used to get bag comics and used to get like a card inside. But this time I
yeah,
had like some specialized rolling papers at Belmont Press or something. I had
dude.
all kinds of ideas, but I just decided to make just 2 books and a metal trading card. I thought that was a pretty good deal. I didn't want to go, like I said, too crazy. I
Mhm.
said some people are saying, don't make clothing for your first campaign or anything like that. So I didn't really make any clothes. I just made that neck gaiter,
Mhm.
but I only actually made one for a sample. So if people want it, I'm gonna have to I'll put the order in. So it's not.
Yeah,
I don't have to really have a stash at my house. I'm not gonna get stuck with 500 face masks or something.
gotcha.
It's hard to find places that'll work with you for small numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You got to look. You got to look around, look really hard. Most places want you to buy hundreds of units. If I wanted to buy, rolling trays, they'd probably want me to buy at least 12 or 20 or 50.
yeah,
And
that's true.
and I don't even know if Indiegogo will even let you have that kind of stuff. I didn't really look into all their rules, but tobacco probably has all kinds of rules and stuff.
Hmm. Well, that might be worth looking into, though. I'll go through those terms of service with a fine tooth comb myself and take a look. Um, yeah, Mrs. Good Stuff has another great idea. I'm going to get back to that Ipsy comment in just a minute, but maybe your own merch store someday. I think smoke stuff would sell. And I agree with her. I think smoke stuff would sell. I think that if you went and took a um, a pack of zigzags and just ripped it open and figured out the way to fold out your own created Smokes the Fox rolling paper packaging and put those papers into it and fold it up and glue it up around it.
Oh, they sell that kind of stuff. But you got to buy like 1,000 of them or whatever, 1,000
Mhm.
books. I've seen that
Well,
stuff. There's companies that do those promos, but they're mainly for like weed shops that have their name of their stores
yeah,
on the
yeah.
packaging. Yeah,
Um,
that stuff does exist. You just got to buy a lot of it. And
yeah.
I guess you could sell it on Etsy because there'd be no rules. I don't think about tobacco. I've seen people
Mhm.
sell. That's another thing I wanted to do is a tobacco pipe like Mr. Good Stuff has,
Mhm.
but smokes his pipe. And
That's a great
but
idea.
there's no places I've seen that it can engrave. I want a letter X engraved on the pipe, and
Mhm.
it's a hooked X. I don't know if you're familiar with the hooked X. It's been
The
on like
swirl.
History Channel. It's an ancient symbol. It's just one extra line on the top of one of the. It's just a regular X with one extra line.
Uh huh.
They
I know
call it
what you're
the
talking
hooked
about.
X,
Yeah.
and that's the symbol that's on Smoke's pipe. And I wanted to get some pipes made that look like Smoke's, kind of like what Mr. Good Stuff has, but
Oh,
with the X on it, with the hook X on it.
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to bring up the campaign here.
Yeah. Yeah. Great idea.
And everybody, this is for people that haven't seen this. This is the main cover.
That looks great. Who did the main cover? Is that the your interior artist?
No, no, no. Actually, the first artist to draw Smokes was Well, the redesign of Smokes was Gerhard. Gerhard helped me redesign them. And then this cover was drawn by Don Perlin. So Don Perlin drew Smokes on this one. If you're familiar with Don Perlin. He frozen? I think he's frozen. Neek. His internet went out. You could do a Zippo lighter on Indiegogo? Those are pretty cool, actually. I guess it's my show now. Yeah, there's all kinds of ideas I had for merchandise, rolling trays, rolling papers, T-shirts, a hat. Man, I can do so much stuff. I wanted to do the little action figures, the Muscle Men, one color action figure, resin figure, or whatever, stand up or anything like that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this campaign goes, and maybe I'll have another Kickstarter or something, or a second chance campaign. I also want to offer this comic book to people in Canada. Right now, I'm not offering shipping to Canada or Mexico or anywhere but the U.S. because the prices are insane. But once I get some more backers going, I can probably do a second chance campaign and then offer shipping to them, other countries. His internet must have went on. But this is the variant cover that Gerhard did for me. I thought it came out pretty nice. Some interior art. Yeah, he should be back. I don't know. I never hosted a show by myself before. This is my first time. Oh, there he is.
Good Lord.
I'll
My
just take
internet.
over your show and be the new host.
Hey, I'm just thankful that we shared that screen and that you were still here.
Or it would have been a nightmare.
Fucking hey, man! I almost had flashbacks of Finatra's show last week. um, yeah, I don't know why, but my internet just completely hiccuped. Everything like just died and then it came back. Just it took like a minute to like reset itself, which is bizarre because I actually bounced. That's why I was so late. Actually, even getting into our green room before we started up the show was because I was making sure to restart my router. So very weird internet. I don't know why you're being like this, but knock it off. I need you to work when I'm doing a show.
It's all right, man. Things happen when you do shit live.
Yep. Well, hey, I'm glad you were here. I'm glad we're still up. Glad I didn't come back and find porn playing.
Didn't get that far yet.
Yeah, I actually wanted I was attempting to highlight Mrs. Goodstuff's comment here. Noirlum did a Zippo lighter.
See, I didn't know you could do tobacco products. There's some things that says make sure you read what products and what stuff we don't allow on our website. I never read that shit.
I'm guessing they probably mean, like, actual consumables, anything that's actual weed or drugs or anything like
an actual pot.
Yeah. But I will go through. I'll go through the terms of service and see what I can.
Fox skin condoms.
What?
fox skin condoms.
Whoa, is that a real thing?
No, it will be.
I mean, poor Fox. Like,
It'd be a
dude.
furry's dream.
Oh,
Slide
gnarly.
it on. It's got some fur on the outside.
You know what's crazy actually is the fact I have seen more furry related Halloween costumes this last Halloween than ever in my life before. And at fucking Walmart and Target of all places, like adult size stuff and children's size stuff. I'm I have weird feelings about that, and I don't mean to hate on any furries or anyone that enjoys it, but like I just marketing it to kids is a little weird. I don't I don't like seeing the mask with the tail and then
Yeah,
they grow
someone
up to
always
be
asked me if Smokes is a furry. I honestly didn't know what the fuck a furry was when I created him.
uh-huh.
They were around, I guess, when he was created, though. I created them in like 1992 or three.
Hmm.
So I guess furries were around for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't familiar with them, but that's some crazy shit. They got hatches in the back and they're fucking each other wearing the suits and they don't even know what each other look like. You know what I mean? You could be fucking some dirty old man or whatever. You don't even know what's going on.
It's so
And
weird. So very weird. It's
it's kind of weird. I have a Kick app. You know what that is?
yeah.
And all of a sudden, like when I get on my app, there's all these like like kind of like cam girls and guys on the top now,
Oh
and
wow.
kind of like there's no porn, but it's like a soft version of OnlyFans or something. And one time I saw
Wow.
furry on there, and I clicked on it to see what the fuck was going on in there. You should see this. This shit was nuts, man. They had
Oh
like a
man.
tongue sticking out of it, like a mechanical tongue. And people are
Gnarly.
going crazy for it and like going, wow, things are getting hot in here. I'm like, holy shit. So yeah,
Bro.
you might want to open your eyes to that shit. I mean, there's some crazy shit going on.
Yeah. That's wild.
One time I went to this convention at a local one, and they had a furry convention at the same time the comic convention was going on. But
Hmm.
they were in a different room, so you'd see them like walking around and like it's some weird shit, man.
Yeah, that's bizarre. I
Oh yeah, the
I
crack rocks. I saw.
yeah.
They think they glow in the dark as well. I'm not sure on that.
Yeah. So I wonder if those are 3D printed or resin printed, but either way, that's pretty sweet. Um, might be an idea to talk to Steve Worster about a Smokes figure
If
because
there's a want for it, I would make it. I'd want one just for myself, or like a
for
Lego
sure.
figure. You know those custom Lego guys they make.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
What's his name there? Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
If someone took a Rocket Raccoon and kind of altered him a little bit, I think you
Mhm.
could make a Smokes. Because I saw a Lego Rocket Raccoon.
There
I
might
think
even be
that might work.
like a fox, more fox like shaped Lego head out there that you could probably do that with.
Yeah,
Um,
Rocket was the closest one that I saw. There might be
okay.
one better than that, but
Yeah.
it could be
Um,
done probably.
I
I've seen
think
other people do
yeah.
it.
I'm pretty sure it's easily doable because I mean realistically there's so much stuff on the internet that you can just download and print on your own without without any license or paying for or anything like that. I'm sure there's probably like a Lego Fox head out there that you could just download, print, and like you know paint them up, sell, get like a Lego size bong.
Yeah, see, another
Um,
guy was doing that, and they were giving them out like the first 100 backers got a free Lego figure. I don't know. I can't compete with that. I do have this license plate right here. I
oh,
wanted to show you.
that's awesome.
It's the same size as a biker plate, a motorcycle plate. So it's metal, and then it comes with magnets. So if you wanted to slap it on your fridge, you can
Uh-huh.
mount the magnets got adhesive on it, whatever. You stick them to the back, and then you slap it on your fridge, or you can just leave it as is. A collector's item or something like that. But it's something different. I haven't seen
Yeah.
anybody offering vanity plates on their campaign.
That's
And I
really
thought
cool.
that it fit the story because of the motorcycle theme, and he rides a motorcycle and smokes. Was a smoke marijuana, and Colorado is known for smoking. So I thought it. I just came up with that idea one day when I was high. I was like, yeah, let's do that. I mean, everybody's seen the license plates, but no one's ever did one for a campaign
Um,
that I know of. I haven't seen any.
in that theme, damn it,
And I did
shit.
a neck gaiter too. You were talking about clothing earlier.
Oh yeah.
But I think what's his name? Cecil actually did this first. He had like a mouth, like a Cecil's mouth smiling as a neck gaiter image.
Oh, did he really?
He had like big teeth in the front.
Damn it! I
Yeah,
keep dropping these
you
when
don't
I'm
have to make
trying to
that
show.
big if you want to see that.
Um,
Yeah, I found a place out here that makes these neck gaiters. They're not really masked for for COVID. I don't think
uh-huh,
in the beginning. I think they were actually not used for COVID. That people would get mad at you if you try to use this as a mask as a neck. They're more for like skiing or if it's a real windy day or whatever. You
uh-huh.
know,
Well, it's actually funny that you mentioned that because I know one of the guys at my local Walmart. He actually wears those to get around the whole mask thing at work, and they let him slide because they're like, it's a mask.
some people wouldn't let it slide. I remember there was a big argument about it in the beginning of COVID. Like, is a neck
Wow.
gaiter really a mask or isn't it? People are putting underwear on their fucking heads and all kinds of shit. You know,
um,
those are the two things that I came up with. I thought they were a little bit unique.
yeah.
That's the cover to the Gerhard cover on the mask.
Oh, that's
I just
awesome.
made I just made one of them.
Yeah,
So, but
that's
it's like
great.
it's like a cloth print too. So if you didn't want to wear it on your face or whatever, it'd be a cool like collectible or something. Plus,
Very
it
cool.
mail's flat and it doesn't really weigh much, so it's
Yeah.
easy to ship. I try to stay with everything that would fit in a Gemini mailer for this first campaign. So when
Hmm.
you get into action figures and stuff like that, that kind of like gets outside of that packaging.
Yeah. Hell, hey. Happy to see you here, brother.
What's going on, Eric and Nate? He did some funny ass skits for us for the show, the Good Stuff show on Sunday.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off. I watched it like 4 or 5 times because I couldn't stop laughing. But
That's great.
they're real talented at doing the videos and
Dude,
voiceovers.
yeah, it's amazing. The talent that's in our whole network is pretty amazing. It's people are just pulling stuff off that's so rad.
Yeah, I'm kind of like far behind. When I first started doing this, I had the metal bottle opener and the metal cards, and it was
Mhm.
it was really the hottest thing. And now everybody's like surpassing me. Now they got action figures, glowing crack rocks, 9-minute animation videos. I've seen a person have a card that it has two different images on it when you move it. What are those called?
Oh, lenticular.
Yeah, it had some crazy shit like that. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of behind now, and everybody's kind of like went past here. But I do have metal bottle openers. I think they're cool because it's the
Yeah,
old
that's rad.
school metal bartender type thing,
Hmm.
and it's got the image of the cover on both sides. I thought Phoenix Animation did a good job on these.
Dude, very, very cool.
And if we ever get to the stretch goals at 6 grand, we unlock the smoke sticker by 6 a.m.
Awesome, man.
So I'm
6
hoping to
a.m. is
unlock
so
that.
cool. That looks great.
Let's go over. I also got some original art for sale
Oh, wow.
on the page. This right here is a page from Weaponized Werewolf. One guy backed that tier for original art, and one guy backed the original tier for smokes. So
Oh,
those
wow.
guys will get the first pick from the pages I have. So when I'm about to fulfill,
Uh-huh.
I'll show them the artwork that I have, and then they can pick out what they want. So they'll get first pick. So if anybody backs now, you'll get second pick after they're done, and so on.
Dude.
I thought that was the best way to do it.
Yeah, that's a great way to do it. Um, so you said you have 20, how many days? 22 days left?
24 days.
24 days left. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot of time. Just
Yeah.
started going into my first second 30 days. Anybody who backs is actually going to any physical backer out there is actually going to get this metal card, the Phoenix animation card.
That's awesome.
And I got about 10 left because the first 90 backers are going to get these.
Okay.
So you said you're going to back. If you're
Yep.
one of the next 10 backers, you'll get one of these.
Dope.
It's going to show a quick video of what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, that looks fantastic.
It's hard to get it because of the light.
Mhm.
You got to hit it.
Yeah.
I had to make this damn video like 5 times to get it right, just to do a short video. I designed the back. I thought it came out all right.
It looks great, man. I dig it. I'm excited. I want to see this get backed, man. I want to see it get fulfilled. I want to see, I want to see Smokes #2. Keep it going.
That's the one thing you're gonna want. You're gonna want more because I've read the story probably 50 times.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm biased because it's my book, but I read it so many times and I just keep going back and reading it. It never gets old. You're just gonna want more. That's gonna be the one thing that's missing. It's more, more, and more.
Hell yeah. That's a good thing to leave people wanting more, you know?
So I'm hoping it's going to be like some kind of like sleeper hit, you know, where the word's going to get around like, oh shit, I backed that book. And then, oh no, I slept on that one. I didn't back that one. I backed this book instead. And then people are going to want it. So I'll offer probably the first issue on my next campaign, you know, so if you can get them both. I see a lot of campaigns doing that now where they offer the older issues so you can buy a bundle.
Thanks for being here, Mr. Good Stuff. Have a great rest of your day, too.
Thanks, Mrs. Good Stuff.
Happy St. Patty's.
Don't drink too much.
Be safe out there. Yeah, it's really exciting to see this, like when I see Smokes the Fox, like I'm excited to see where the story goes. And I definitely want to see more of this.
This guy who did this page right here, his name is Barry McLean.
Mm-hmm.
Very good artist. He's a rising artist. He did Billy the Kit. I don't know if you're familiar with that series.
I've heard of it.
It's like a rabbit, spaghetti western, mutant rabbit.
Nice.
Who has like 6 shooters. Kind of like a horror book.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's at the comic book shops now. They're on like issue 5, I believe, or 4.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, he's actually my neighbor, so I kind of lucked out.
Oh, very cool.
I didn't even know he was my neighbor either. So that's the weird part. I knew he lived, in Colorado, but I didn't know he lived, 300 feet away.
Wow. Yeah.
So that was kind of, I guess it is a small world,
Yeah, it is, man. It really, really is. But that's dope. That looks amazing.
Hey, what's up, Arrogant Ape? He backed me too as well.
Awesome.
He's excited for the project.
Ape's a good dude. We Ape brothers, we are good people. Not to
just like humans,
beat the chest.
Different.
Yeah. We still throw the shit, and don't pay taxes. I mean, what? No, I'm kidding, of course. I pay my taxes.
I wish I didn't have to pay taxes.
Yeah, no shit. Especially the way the world's going right now.
Now they're changing the rules, whatever. It's $600. It used to be $20,000 on Indiegogo if you made. You got to do a tax form if you made over 20 grand or more. Now it's $600.
Oh wow,
that's a big fucking difference.
Yeah, that is huge.
So we got time to fulfill this sucker and get it in some pot shops.
Dude, I love that idea so much. That is fantastic. If you can get yourself,
what kind of book you got? Stoner book?
No, actually, that's the thing. Like, well, here's the thing. I have 4 different ideas of things that I want to do.
Yeah.
The one I'm doing first. So I created it in 96. And ever since then, it's been about three teenage characters and they become a superhero. Um, but 2020 me or 2022 me is thinking, maybe I need to like trim that down and maybe not make them young teenagers, but maybe 18 or 19 and have them freely being a pot smoking young adult. Um, because I feel like that's definitely something that needs to be a bit more like if there's a superhero book out there that's going to be kind of superhero-y and you really want to, I don't know, speak to like today's generation and and maybe a lot of today's kids aren't smoking as much pot. Maybe I'm wrong though, maybe they are.
I think they're all vaping and shit.
Yeah. So it's like, even if I just had him dabbing or something like that, or it's like I like dabs a lot personally, and I have like my electric nectar collector, and I love the hell out of this thing. I use it all day long. um, but you know, I know everybody's a little different, but I feel like weed's one of those things that kind of most people can identify with and say that, hey, yeah, I like that.
I'm just an old school guy. Just drop some pot in a bowl and smoke it, and that's it.
Tight. Nothing wrong with the flower. I love my flower too. Um, but yeah, I love the idea. I love the idea of Smokes and the fact that he smokes pot. I think it's
I wanted to
fantastic.
do something different. When I walked up to Mike, he was like, "No capes." I said, "This story doesn't have any capes." I think that's another reason why I took the job is because it was a unique idea, and he said he was born to write this story because of the pot.
Which is amazing. That's so cool. I'd actually really love to talk to Mike about that job a lot more too, because that sounds so good.
He was on somebody's stream talking about it. I forgot who it was. It
He
was a
he's
few weeks
yeah,
back.
he's been on a few. I know he's been on Ethan's a couple of times talking about it, and it's still just so cool.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting. I didn't even know if he even smoked pot. I had a suspicion, but I wasn't
Mhm.
100%. Or maybe he used to smoke or whatever and doesn't anymore.
Mm,
And he smokes, so
yeah.
he's probably high when he wrote my shit.
Let's hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
But
Well, we've been going for about an hour, so is there do you want to like promote any of your links? We should probably throw
yeah, we
the
got my YouTube in your description. So if
Yep,
you guys
I've got
want to
all
sub
of those
me,
links there.
I haven't really done any solo shows yet. I'm trying to build up my sub so I can actually do a show and have somebody that would actually watch it. So I'm
Oh
just
man,
building up
yeah.
subs right now so I can do like a show like this, or just a special once in a while, or just jump on and I'm bored. You know what I mean? Just do a stream.
I think that
So
that would be a great idea. Get yourself out there, get people more familiar with you and stuff. I just threw the Indiegogo link in the chat. Um, but yeah, all the links are in the description too. So anybody that watches this later will be able
so
to get
anybody who backs are actually going to get two comics. So you get Smokes and you get Weaponized Werewolf, what you see right here on the screen for free,
awesome.
and then you get the metal card if you're one of the next. I think it's 10 backers. I only have 90 of them. They're kind
Okay.
of expensive, but I'm not going to make any more. I'm going to make it kind of like a unique,
Yeah, that's the way to
rare
do it.
a rare thing.
Yeah,
And you're not going to be able to buy it either. So you either get it when you back it or you don't get it when it's gone.
right. There you
I'm probably
go.
going to keep just one for myself, and that's it.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to have like stacks of them or anything. They're not cheap to make.
yeah.
And then there's
That's
also an option in when you back if you want me to sign the books, and that's free. Someone told me
awesome.
I should add that for a first time book for a
Hmm.
creator to have the option to sign the book. So it gives you a little bit of more, value. So if you want me to sign them, if you don't want me to sign them, I'm not going to, be butthurt or anything. I understand some people don't like, or somebody might want both. Somebody might want to buy two sets and buy one that's signed, one not. So you can get the option of either having both books signed or just me. And if you want Mike Barron's signature, I also have a tier where you can get Mike's signature, and he'll sign all three books, both Smokes covers and the Weaponized Werewolf, and I'll sign
Awesome.
all three. So you get 9 autographs, and you get the artist who did the pencils to sign it. So there's that tier.
Very cool.
A little something for everybody.
Yeah, that sounds like a great deal.
Yeah, so 2 books written by Mike Barron. I thought no one wanted to really miss that deal.
Yeah, great mindset, great thinking on that one, man. That's a fantastic idea. I
Yeah,
hope.
sub me on YouTube, add me on Twitter
Yeah,
at Justin Belmont with an underscore between my first and last name,
right on.
and back Smokes.
Yeah, back
I'm
smokes,
almost there. I
folks.
need about 20 of you guys to back, maybe even less. Depends on
Right
what
on.
you guys get.
Well, I'll make sure I share out the Indiegogo link on my Facebook too once we get out of here, and hopefully we'll get some more people interested that haven't seen it before. So,
Maybe
um,
someone wants to snatch up a page of original art. You're going to get the first appearance of Smokes or the first appearance of Weaponized Werewolf.
there
Who
you
knows?
go.
That could be worth something in the future.
Yeah,
I'm keeping the covers to myself for myself,
nice.
though. But
That's a
I
great idea.
was thinking about that I might offer the Weaponized Werewolf prelim cover,
Mm,
not the cover, but the
yeah,
prelim for the cover. I might add that as a tier
dang.
to put me over the line if I have to.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to part with it, but
I hear you.
I can live with it because I own the cover too, so I can live with it.
Yeah.
But someone out there, if someone really wanted it, I want it in somebody's hands who really wanted it. You know what I mean? Somebody who would cherish it or whatever.
Yeah. Definitely, man.
But I
That's
appreciate
something.
you having me on and rambling
Oh,
on
bro.
about pot smoking foxes. And
It's my pleasure. Actually, that's a great thing to talk about, and we can do this again if you like. If you have more time, I know you've 24 days left, so maybe
yeah,
when
if you
you're
want to do it again later on, or I'm going to go in
yeah,
demand. I don't know
that'd be
how
great
long we're going demand, but maybe we could do it then too or whatever.
for sure.
I'm
Yeah,
always looking to
anytime.
get on streams. It doesn't matter the size or whatever. I just like to promote. Get
Hell
out
yeah,
there and
man.
talk to people. Even there's only 2 people in there, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great idea to be able to get out there as much as possible, and even if it's the same people in all the chats, that's the thing about it is the more people hearing about your book, seeing it, you know, that's a necessary part of the salesmanship of any art form, really
Yeah,
is.
see if the backers stop if you don't
Yeah,
continue to stream.
yeah,
So that's why
so
you got to get in front of people to get sales. I found
definitely,
just throwing links up is not going to get you very far.
yeah,
You got to get out there and you got to promote
yep,
around the clock. Get on every show you can, and don't stop until that clock is done or whatever.
yeah, yeah, man.
I'm
Those
learning. It's all a learning process for me. I've never made a comic book before.
right on.
I never showed myself on a camera before, and
A lot
it
of
took a
firsts.
while. I had to work my way up.
Yeah. Well, man, it's exciting and it's exciting to see it, and I will be backing, and I'm excited to see it. I want to see it happen. I want to see it happen for you, and
If you need any
I
help,
think it will.
whatever, would you any advice or whatever on your book? Just let me know. I mean, I'm learning the hard way on everything.
I will definitely come to you. I appreciate that because there's been a few times where I've been, it's really easy to overthink yourself on a lot of
Are
things.
you going to write it yourself?
Yeah,
You need
I'm,
to get an editor. That's one thing. It can't be yourself. And
mm,
it's better that it's somebody that doesn't even like you or you don't even know very well, so they can tell you what's wrong without sugarcoating it. You want
mhm.
someone to tell you the truth
Yeah,
about your script. This page
for sure.
fucking sucks. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Get rid of that. Do
Mhm.
this. This doesn't make any sense. Why is this guy talking about this? There's lots of things that you might miss that someone else, you got to have an outsider look at it.
Yeah,
If you want some advice for who to get for an editor, there's a couple people out there that do that too.
right on. Yeah, like I've actually, I self-published back in the '90s,
Oh, did
and
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I actually did that through like the early 2000s too.
Oh, so it's not your first rodeo then.
It is not. It is not.
Oh, okay,
But
cool.
it's been a long time since I've ridden
You're
that
gonna like
horse.
revamp these books and like make another,
Yes.
and, like do a new cover or something.
I don't know if I actually have enough of the original art to be able to like reprint the old stuff that I did. Um, but that's something I'll have to look into. Um, my what I was actually thinking is if I took like the old books and the first thing that I'm actually going to do, one of my first books that I did, I'm actually going to redraw it page for page and put it up for free. Um, I'm just going to put it up digitally for free. I'm probably not going to print it out or anything like that, but um, that's just going to be something to put it out there, get it out there, let people, sink their teeth into it.
Or you can like offer it to anybody who signs up. You can email them.
Oh, that's a great idea too. Yeah, maybe for like mailing list or
You
something.
need a kind of like a gimmick to get people to sign up. I think that would be a good way. You give them a free digital comic to sign
That's
up.
a yeah,
Put a
that's a great
fucking
call.
email address in, hit enter. I mean, it's not science.
Yeah,
And then they'll do it. If you give them a free comic, I think it'll be easy to get some
good
emails
call.
that way.
Yeah, that's a
Build your
that's a
email
great
list.
idea. That's a great idea. I will definitely. I think yeah, that's the way to go about it.
Or you can offer that, in a tier, in a perk
Mhm. Yeah.
as an additional add-on. I mean, or would you get along with whatever else you're buying?
Hmm.
Now, there's lots of ways you can do it, but
Yeah,
it's always
and
good to give them something. That's why I did the metal card deal.
yeah,
But digital won't cost you anything.
yep, yeah. It's
You've already
free,
paid
and
for it.
that's why I was thinking. It's like if I take this old book and just redraw it, just you know, with what I know, with what I'm capable of doing today, look at these old pages that I did when I was a fucking teenager, and um, you know, go bananas and just see what happens when I throw it out there for free and what people think and all that good stuff.
Well, if
So
you do have a copy of it, you can always remaster it and like redo the whole thing and sell like a
so
remastered copy and like
the only copies I have were actually our first dummy copies, which weren't our final prints. And they actually have pages in them where like the ink was like half printed on the page.
oh shit.
So yeah, so it's like, and that's literally the only copies I have left in my possession are, a few of the pages of the book are like, it's like the ink, it almost looks like it just didn't hit the plate, but you know, it is what it is.
That's
But
why
I was
I'm keeping triple backups of everything. I don't want any loss of information.
yeah, that's one of the hardest parts because like way back then, and mind you, this is the 90s too, so it's like technology isn't where it is today where it's so easy to just,
You had it on a zip disk and you lost
yeah,
the disk.
yeah, back then it was a zip drive. It
Yeah,
would
zip
all be,
drive. I remember that shit.
yeah. Um, so today it's totally different. I mean, the fact that, depending on the memory on your phone, you might be able to have your entire issue on your fucking phone. But,
I
you
already
know,
do. Yeah, I have both my issues on my phone.
god damn, that's amazing. See,
I have a
like,
cheap phone too. I have one of those, not the Samsung S21, not the newest one, but I have like the lower end model,
uh-huh.
like a A12 or something, the Samsung A12. It was like
That's all right.
$120. It was really cheap, but
Wow.
the quality on it, I mean, it was way faster than my other Samsung that I had.
Yeah.
I thought so. If you want to get like a good cheap phone, like a A24 Samsung A24 now they have out, I think
Hmm.
those are really nice for affordable price. You can even record in HD and keep
Wow.
comic books on your fucking phone, whatever.
Right. Yeah, I'll definitely have to look into that. Um, but dude, Justin, it was great talking with you. I sincerely, I want to see Smoke succeed. I want to see you guys succeed with your project and fucking
Really
many.
close. We're really close. I just need like 20 guys to back, maybe even less. Depends on what they get.
Yeah.
I also have the big tier. It's called the Epic Bundle.
Hmm.
And those are 125, and that's pretty much you get everything. So you'll get like all three books signed
Hmm.
by all of us. Mike Barron will sign them all, and then you also get the license plate and that face mask I showed the neck gator.
Oh yeah.
You get the bottle opener, and you also get a sketch card,
Oh,
and
dude.
you'll get a special mystery gift with each backer on the Epic Bundle as well. So I
Oh,
got about I think 12 or 11 of those left.
wow.
So if someone snatches up one of those, that'll put me close.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think I
come
have a
on,
friend or
people.
somebody who's gonna back that. So I think another one is gonna be gone pretty soon.
Very
We're
nice.
getting there. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. Like I said, if I have to, I could throw down that prelim, see if anybody
Hmm.
wants to grab that from me. But I think we should be able
Dude.
to get funded, and then maybe even get into the first stretch goal. Get
Yeah.
everybody a sticker or whatever.
I hope so, man. Knocking on wood over here for you. So
And it's
let's
so close, man. So fucking close.
yeah. Well,
It's like
I'm gonna
right
do my
there. It's right
part,
there. It's right
and
in reach. You know what I mean? But I can't get it. It's right there.
it's coming to you, bro. Don't worry. Don't stress yet. It's coming. You got 24 days. You're definitely gonna get funded, and I hope beyond that. I'm hoping we get as many of your stretch goals as you have, because this looks awesome. There's no reason it shouldn't be funding.
I developed this thing for like 3 years. I put a lot of love and time into this. It wasn't just something, just thrown together like, oh, everybody's making comics now. I want to jump in on this. This
Hmm.
has been in the back of my mind since 1992 or 1993, and it's time to bring it to life. And I just need to get the money to get it printed
Yeah.
and get it out there in the shops. And then who knows? Maybe this motherfucker will be on the cover of High Times magazine one day.
I hope so, man. That would be awesome. Well,
Thanks for having me on. I mean, it's fun just to just bullshit around.
definitely,
I
man.
work from home, so I don't. Really, my wife, goes to work, so I'm here by myself with just being my cat.
Oh
So
man.
it's kind of boring in the day. So doing these streams kind of keeps me busy.
For sure. Well, hey, anytime you want to do a stream, even if the cat shows up, that's cool. We can.
I haven't gotten to go on a stream yet.
Oh man.
So
Well,
he's scared or something. I don't know.
ah, maybe it just senses the good times coming, and
Nah, he
he's
just
like
wants some
can't
sleep.
handle it. That's true. Cat life. But all right, brother. Well, it was great talking with you. We will definitely do this again, and we will definitely promote smoke. Wow, I'm tripping over my tongue. I need to go smoke myself. We will definitely be promoting more of Smokes the Fox
Yeah,
all
man.
over the
If you
place.
guys can't, if anybody's watching this and they don't have the money or whatever, gas is $100 to fill up your tank.
It's nuts.
Retweet,
Yeah,
share it,
share
tell
it,
your
retweet it,
friends,
tell
sub
everybody
sub
you
my
know about it.
channel.
Yeah, and that's what I'll be doing. I'll be sharing it all over the place until my next payday, and that's when I'm on it. So I will. You will definitely see some funds coming from me, and
I
I
appreciate
hope
it.
we get a bunch more people out there, because I'm sure they're just kind of waiting, and I'm guessing probably a lot of tax returns, probably a lot of people waiting on those tax returns to show up. You
Well,
know,
tomorrow's payday. I think most people get paid on Fridays
yeah,
that
that's
way.
true. So
We'll see
hopefully we'll
how it
see.
goes.
Yeah. Well, good luck, brother. I'll talk to you real soon, and we will see everybody back here on the N word next time. Peace out.